Really?
Well,
let me.
I mean, it might be difficult for you to hear yourself, but
Well, I'm listening to the stream, and it doesn't seem that bad.
well, what I noticed I watched one of the VODs, and the game sound wasn't that high.
The game sound wasn't that high.
Yeah, so like in the scene where like the Golden Slaughterer scenes, like you couldn't really hear the music that much. So I got a few choices. Like I can increase the like my audio output, which is just my desktop audio, which will increase the game and Discord. Or I can go to the mixer and only change the game. Maybe I'll do that.
And maybe just try. I mean, we've already got the sound roughly balanced in terms of the voices, so.
Yeah, I'll change Umineko to like a few % extra. Just minorly. Okay. So, last episode we had a little flirt fest with George and Shannon.
Bit of the backstory behind their relationship.
Yeah, because, I thought they just fucking started. I thought he proposed after, like, one day, but apparently not. Let me just double check I've got all of my sources in order. We've got the chatter on deck. Although the chat box... Where's the chat box? Oh, there it is. That might have to be made slightly bigger. Very good. That should work. So if I get any follows, it will be made clear on screen. Similarly with the chat. Okay, guys, let's lock in.
We're starting episode 2 again.
Ah, shit.
No, it's alright. You can just load the game when it lets you take control.
The first mechanical error of the Umineko.
There's not many opportunities to make errors in this game. You could have just loaded from the menu there.
Ah, fuck.
This is inoptimal gameplay. Don't press. Oh, you loaded. Yeah.
This one.
Yep.
Stop it! Don't bully Shannon! Who the hell are you? At that time, as Shannon held her head, trying to protect her heart from the blade of Beatrice's words, Kanon ran in front of her. Kanon didn't care who this woman was. If this was an enemy tormenting Shannon, whom he loved and respected as a sister, nothing else mattered.
No. Stay back. This person is...
It seemed Kanon also realized that the being standing before him was the witch of the portrait, and also that she was something to be feared.
I simply wish to give Shannon a chance to claim her reward. It seems I said too much and ended up hurting her. I must apologize for that. But I shall leave behind that promise as a reward to you. If you need my power, call me at any time. I've already told you how. Well then, let us call it a night. Hostile gazes may be pleasant, but they damage your beauty, yes.
Disappear. I don't know who you are, but you're threatening Shannon. Don't ever show yourself again. Kanon's words seemed to deeply annoy the witch.
What's your language, lowborn?
Lowborn? Is that like mudblood, but in Umineko world?
You're like born to a lowly status family. I may be gracious to those who respect me, but I am brutal to those who do not.
Bit of an ego there, Beatrice, perhaps? While she still smiled, the witch's face began to twist itself. Then, an oppressive feeling that couldn't be noticed with any of the 5 senses gradually filled the room. Even though they couldn't understand it, they immediately realized it was something terrifying. When you swim in the ocean and something large passes by in the water beneath you, you want to escape to land even before you learn what it is. That's exactly what this was like.
Please stop, Beatrice-sama. Kanon-kun is still a child. I apologize for his language.
Kanon placed his body between the witch and Shannon. There was tense sweat on his forehead. At that time, the witch certainly held Kanon's fate in the palm of her hand. She didn't even need to lift a finger. She held a grasp on his fate so tight that a single twist of her smile could easily crush it. Kanon understood that as well, so he started sweating. His knees felt weak. His arms were heavy. Mum's spaghetti. However, Beatrice abruptly released that feeling of tension and laughed.
Very well. If you ask, I will forgive you just this one. Kanon, is it? In deference to her, I shall forgive you tonight and send you off. You ought to thank me.
He's been given a red card. He's been sent off, guys.
Well then, let us call it a night. In parting, I shall leave you with a small souvenir. Hold out the palm of your left hand.
When Beatrice grinned broadly and snapped her fingers, their left hands stretched out in front of them against their will, and their palms opened. It was a strange sensation, as though only their left hands now belonged to someone else. It felt like only their left hands had become puppets, which were being pulled by strings hanging down from the ceiling. What are you trying to do? Kanon resisted, but he couldn't retract his hand of his own free will.
Don't struggle. It will be over soon.
Oh god, she's a real dominatrix, isn't she?
Pretty much.
When Beatrice held her pipe aloft, a gold-coloured, sparkling dust came out of the smoke and hovered in the air. That sparkle eventually became several gold butterflies. The beautiful butterflies danced freely throughout the reception hall, forming a fantastical and beautiful world. And 2 of those butterflies alighted on the palms of Shannon and Kanon's hands. What?
Ouch.
There was a sharp pain as though they had been burned. When the 2 of them tried to examine their palms, that hold on their bodies, which had been there a second ago, had gone without a trace.
A mark? What is?
There was now a tiny burn mark on the palm of her hand. It was shaped like a butterfly. What is this supposed to be? Apparently Kanon had the same mark on his hand. He stared at the witch hatefully.
A simple greeting. I have no hidden motive. It is nothing more than a bruise. though it will heal in just a few days. There's not even any need to care for it. I made that mark so that tomorrow you will not forget that I truly was here, and that I made a promise with you. An encounter with me can be quite shocking. Sometimes when the next morning comes, people try to think of such an encounter as a dream or an illusion. You ought to consider this slowly and carefully, Shannon. And you should probably take a good rest. Look at my mark tomorrow morning and try considering it again. I shall not coerce you in any way. You should freely decide your future by your own will. Still, to think that one could obtain the object of their desire for such a small price. Surely this would annoy to no end the great artist who write plays about blighted love.
Callum, just confirming you don't have any echo or anything?
Me?
Like you can't hear yourself?
No.
Alright. Cool. Because I'm not really leaning back. Because I remember sometimes it would catch your voice in my headset.
Yeah. I haven't heard any for a while, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Well then, let us meet again when the chance arises. How entertaining it is to have a conversation again after so much time.
What's she been doing with herself all this time? I'll leave that to the viewer's imagination.
Goodbye, furniture.
Oh, fuck off, Beatrice. As if you would also insult them in such a way. So wasn't she saying exactly what Ava said?
She was parroting Ava, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In order to wind Shannon up.
Right. Because, of course, Beatrice heard that conversation. Because she's a omnipresent witch. Beatrice's body crumbled like smoke and blew away. It was golden smoke. No, a cloud of gold butterflies. They scattered in all directions inside the reception hall, leaving a golden splash before disappearing into thin air. After that, only the cold silence was left. It was so silent it made both of them think they might have been daydreaming till just a moment ago. Which was why the witch had left those marks. She had done so to make it impossible for them to think of this as a daydream. As Shannon and Cannon remembered the butterfly bruises on their hands and the pain they'd felt when they'd been made, they kept standing still, stunned. From that moment on, Shannon was tormented by days of suffering and conflict.
There's a chapter end.
Ah, we probably could have gone on last night.
Well, we probably would have finished at midnight if we'd done that, to be fair.
Was that fishy aroma?
Yep. What? What do you mean, separate rooms? So wait, you and George Nissan stayed in different rooms on purpose? Yeah. Is it really so strange?
Jessica's cheeks had been stuffed with a chocolate-coated chinsuku biscuit that Shannon had brought as a present from Okinawa. And it all came flying out at Shannon when Jessica cried out.
Shannon, why did you even go on a trip to Okinawa?
Wait, so on their trip to Okinawa, they stayed the night, but they had separate rooms.
That seems to be the case, unless Shannon's lying.
Well, just read the title, ladies and gentlemen. Just read the fucking title of the stream.
You were even alone with George Nissan? Well, he said there was a huge aquarium in Okinawa and invited me to go. And I like fish and stuff. Great character development. No, that's not the point. We're talking healthy guy and girl going on an overnight trip, right?
That's what I'm saying, Jessica.
And you're saying there weren't even any hugs and kisses?
Fucking hell. Wasted opportunity.
Amateur hour here. Seriously, what's up with the guy and girl staying in different rooms?
How do you know about that, Jessica? What experience have you had in that respect?
As for kisses, no comment. But we did hug.
So they go from hug to marriage. Let's go.
Yeah, good point. Well, I don't know how long before 1996 this is, to be fair.
True.
George-san's chest was warm. That's not the point. Ah, jeez. Why do couples like this exist?
So true.
Ah, jeez. I can't take it anymore.
She's so pissed off. From Shannon's point of view, it was an incredibly happy trip for various reasons, but it looked like Jessica found their pace to be pretty irritating.
He's trying to live vicariously through Shannon.
Yeah. For a while, Jessica chewed her present, complaining about romance and pretending to faint in agony on her bed. Shannon and George had chosen to go to Okinawa because there was a huge aquarium there. They did this because an aquarium had given them the opportunity to start going out. Since their relationship had started at an aquarium, having their first overnight trip also to be an aquarium must have held some commemorative value.
Like a huge commemorative turning point. And your first overnight trip. How could you not make all kinds of progress there? But instead, you both get separate rooms? A couple taking 2 single rooms?
That animation.
Oh, jeez, seriously, what's wrong with you?
Wait, can we clip that? Callum, you just clip it.
How do I clip? Oh yeah, clip.
You just clip.
Right, I'll clip it. Hopefully it...
Shannon, not Shannon. Jessica melts. Or rather, collapses.
Just seeing when it happens.
That's funny as fuck. She's just so done with Shannon and George.
How do I... Oh, I gotta give it a title. It's gonna say... The clip title is Jessica Gives Up. Alright, that's clipped. We can continue.
Oh, thanks, man.
But we are both unmarried. George-san says showing restraint is good manners for a couple.
Of course, that's probably what your mum tells you.
Like I said, the whole point of this overnight trip was so you could overcome that stage, right? You should be way beyond just kissing and hugging by now.
You should be fucking.
Well, that's essentially what she's saying. Milady, I don't know what you mean by that. But George-sama was a real gentleman with me until the end. That is, I mean, I also wondered if those things would happen, you know? But even though we are going out, I mean, not like we're married or anything. These things you seem to be expecting, should only be done after making a vow before God,
Rubbish!
and... Oh...
Why does this sound so orgasmic?
Ow. I don't know what that says about you if you think the sound ow sounds okay.
The way Shannon said it. Shannon's face got bright red. Hey, Kai, how's it going, man? Your favorite weeb streamer? I'm not a weeb, dude. Come on.
This is just goated. You gotta it's ep 2. Start of sort of first few hours of episode 2.
Oh, welcome, guys. Welcome, crew members in the chat. How's it going? Hey, Kai, is it nearly... Oh, you're still subscribed with Twitch Prime? Let's go. Good to see, good to see. Alright, what... Did I read this bit? I can't remember.
No, you didn't.
Shannon's face got bright red. She made a circle with both hands, restlessly intertwining, separating and making heart marks with them. Apparently, the dramatic progress Jessica had looked forward to hadn't happened, but it seemed to have been a very important experience for Shannon in her own way. In the end, whether Jessica was jealous of Shannon or made fun of her, it didn't change the fact that Shannon had a huge lead on her. Oh, interesting. So Jessica doesn't have a boyfriend, I'm guessing.
I want a boyfriend too.
I spoke too soon. There you go.
Yeah. Can't believe you got ahead of me. Even though we promised that we'd find boyfriends at the same time, you beat me.
This is so weird, you voice acting this, Callum.
Yeah, look. Has to be done. Ah.
Yo, anyone know any female voice actors we can hire?
Like half the characters in this are female.
Although having said that, Callum, your Shannon voice is top notch, mate.
The Shannon voice is the easiest one to do, ironically. You're a wonderful person, lady. So I'm sure you'll find someone wonderful much quicker than me. Don't try to console me. Shannon, you traitor. Get out, shut up.
Oh, fuck. Oh, she's having an episode, guys. Oh, shit. Get the
Asthma
EpiPen.
attack.
Jessica threw several cushions at her, but midway she had an asthma attack and started to choke pretty badly. Shannon hurriedly ran over to a nearby side table and started searching around on top of it. A cute basket was placed there, and inside of it was Jessica's bronchodilator. Is that correct?
Yep.
Shannon picked it up and handed it over to Jessica. Why is Jessica mad? Oh, because she wanted Shannon and George to hook up when they went to the island on a date. Because they had an overnight
Okinawa's
stay.
on the mainland, isn't it?
Nah, Okinawa's...
Oh, it's an island.
I'm pretty sure it's an island. Yeah.
But she's also mad that Shannon got a boyfriend before her.
Yeah. Unless she's jealous that she wanted to be with George, but then that would be...
No.
That would be
I'm just
incestual, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna veto that thought right now. Not what happened.
I'm just talking shit. That's not what happened. Alright. Jessica's asthma attacks always came suddenly. Because of that, she always needed to carry this medicine around. She breathed in the medicine and, after a while, managed to overcome her choking as her asthma finally settled down. You remind me, George booked 2 rooms that day. He's a gentleman. I think he's just a fucking pussy.
Jessica doesn't think so. She thinks George messed up.
Yeah, George fucked up. Shannon thought this a good chance to leave and tried to exit the room after bowing courteously. As she did, one more small cushion came flying and hit Shannon on the head. She noticed that Jessica was on the verge of crying, half of her face buried in her last and favorite cushion. That face was red and meek.
Shannon, be honest with me. Is my hairdo and stuff weird? What are you saying? I think your hair is very beautiful. And then are my eyes strange, or maybe my nose? Or is it the way I talk after all? Is that why I can't get a boyfriend? Of course not. Milady, you are wonderful enough as you are. And I think your charm will keep on increasing more and more from now on. But I'm the only one who can't find a boyfriend. Zaku and Hina managed to get boyfriends, but only I can't.
Who the hell's that?
School friends, I guess. Is it because I don't have any charm after all? You know, everyone says they'll bring their boyfriends to the cultural festival. And I was so sure I'd have a boyfriend before then, so I started bragging. Oh no, Jessica, why? There's no way I'll get a boyfriend. I'm the only one.
Before she realized it, Jessica was shedding huge tears. Jessica didn't really feel like crying, and of course, she felt like supporting Shannon's progress in love as a friend. However, as she had cheered Shannon on, her true feelings had suddenly gotten mixed in, and she couldn't help but shed tears. Shannon understood Jessica's innocent and easily injured heart. The rough style of speech Jessica usually used was all just an attempt to protect that fragile heart. As a daughter and successor to the Ushiromiya family, and as a girl isolated on Rockenjima, the only person she could expose her true feelings to was Shannon. Shannon understood that, so she strongly regretted acting smug, even if it was only a little.
Sorry. I'm so weird crying like this. Sorry. You are a wonderful person, milady. There's no way you won't find a wonderful man. Shannon, it's about time, right? If you don't go quickly, Genshi-san and Mum will get mad. I'm just fine, so hurry up. Sorry for crying like this. I'm such a moron.
Jessica faced away, acting as though she didn't really want to trouble Shannon, waving her hand as though chasing Shannon away. Shannon took that as a sign that Jessica didn't want to be bothered anymore, bowed her head and left the room.
Damn.
When Shannon's footsteps disappeared into the distance, Jessica lay down on her bed, still hugging a cushion. Her expression was still a little meek, with tears in her eyes, but for the first time in a long time, she had a very, very quiet and honest conversation with her heart.
I also want to fall in love.
Oh, cute.
Kind of sad, to be honest. I mean,
Well, she's only like
Poor
16, isn't she?
she's 18 in 1986, so it depends how early this is, I guess.
As Shannon happily watered the flower beds in the garden, she sensed someone's presence. She turned around, thinking that if one of the family had come to visit, she must greet them. But what she saw was that witch.
Beatrice-sama. It's been quite some time. How are you? Has your relationship with the one you love progressed since last we met?
As Beatrice sat on the rose arch, she happily blew on her pipe. So Beatrice is a smoker.
That's what you got from this?
Sitting in a place like that would crush the roses, and it might have been dangerous if the arch fell over, but this was a witch after all. Showing concern for her safety was probably a waste of time.
Yes. Thanks to you, it's going smoothly. Naturally. The effects of my magic are immediate.
Wait, so Beatrice wanted Shannon to break the glass.
The mirror in the Torii shrine, yeah.
And has she done that yet in this chronological order? Because we saw it happen.
Yeah, I mean, this must take place after that intro because she's claiming that the effects of... and so...
Yeah,
obviously Shannon caved.
Yeah.
Okay. Perhaps you feel your meeting was a predetermined fate.
So did Beatrice also sanction them sleeping in two separate rooms? Surely not. Surely not.
Well, I mean, probably not, but like...
Beatrice would have been DTF. First night. Straight to the point.
However, that is a mistake. Don't even think that fate has anything to do with it. I understand that.
The witch was calling attention to something. Two things, actually. Firstly, that Shannon's relationship with George was a fate that would be absolutely impossible under normal circumstances. Second, that the power of the witch was great enough to overturn that fact. Shannon had just gotten wrapped up in those sweet days and had started believing the illusion that all fate revolved around her. But she remembered the witch's words. Originally, her relationship with George had been impossible. No, it might be impossible in the future as well.
Sorry, please forgive me. It's just like doctors. You cling to them when you're worried about your health, but after you're healed, you forget even to thank them.
True.
I've never been thanked as a witch, so I couldn't help acting a little rudely. Forgive me. The gratitude I feel has never slipped my mind. It's thanks to your power that I was able to achieve happiness, Beatrice-sama. And without that power, a fate that brought me and George-sama together would never have happened. I have never forgotten that. Sorry. It's not like I came here to bully you. Being rude is just part of my personality. Do forgive me. More importantly, I heard. So you went on a trip alone with him. I imagine it must have been quite fun. Yes.
I feel like when she says only yes, you gotta be like, hi.
Hi. It was very, fun.
Shannon's face suddenly lit up. The witch laughed lightly as though amused by the speed of that transformation.
Already, the one you care for is more than the object of one's trying love. You are a pair of lovers now. When two people are filled with love, nothing else is needed to establish a complete world. Perhaps you could call that a wonderful, ideal world. Even witches would be jealous.
Beatrice laughed pleasantly. That smile made her look as though she blessed the lovers' rendezvous from the bottom of her heart, without a trace of malice. After that day, Beatrice had shown herself before Shannon every once in a while. Even now, Shannon thought of her as an unsettling being. However, she was also indebted to this person for the magic that led to her current relationship with George. So Shannon tried, with all her might, not to act surprised or scared.
That's right. Beatrice-sama, bought some sweets as a souvenir from our trip. Would you like to try some too?
Hey, P. Fomrak. Welcome to the crew, good sir. Thanks for the follow, man.
Nice, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, sir. Glad you're enjoying the stream.
What's your favorite episode? Out of curiosity, I've actually played them all. Jimmy, who's streaming, has not. So I'd be curious to hear what your favorite one is. Oh,
Beatrice summoning her Kraus voice there.
yes. A souvenir for a witch?
It seemed that even a witch who boasted of living for 1,000 years hadn't imagined that she'd receive a souvenir from a sweet lover's trip. When she saw that surprised expression, Shannon thought of this witch as a friend for the first time. There you go, man. They're friends now.
Oh, an Eastern cookie made from wheat flour and lard.
Beatrice on the beach? Pog champ, guys. Any poggers
Still in her
in the
dress,
chat?
To wrap that in Western chocolate is truly a blending of the Japanese and Western styles. The Silk Road of sweets.
Callum, are you implying that we will witness Beatrice not in her dress?
Yes.
Oh, poggers, boys. Poggers.
Not on the beach, though, unfortunately.
Ah, fuck. Damn.
But in this episode, Beatrice will appear in an outfit that is not her dress.
No beach babe Beatrice. Feels bad, man. Play them in 1 month.
1 month is crazy. It's so long.
You don't like the first? Dude, the first was awesome. That's what got me into it.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy doesn't know who Erica is, but she is so funny. I love Erica. Like, I hated her, and then I loved her because she was so easy to hate. Episode 6, Erica is peak. What? What's so funny? Nothing.
I forgot for a moment that I'm not involved in this scene. I nearly said nothing.
My apologies.
This witch, who surely held a terrifying power, was chomping down on sweets one after another, making a sound like a squirrel stuffing walnuts into its mouth. After a while, Shannon couldn't conceal her laughter.
A good meal.
Surprisingly exciting ending.
The Nipa is actually at the end of this episode, actually. I checked, because I thought it was at the end of episode 1 as well, and then it wasn't, so I checked, and it's actually episode 2.
Good thing I don't know what Nipa means.
Well, you'll have to voice it, so get keen. Ben Castell is your character.
Oh, QWST, welcome, man, welcome.
Yeah, I agree. 6 over 7 for me as well. I should serve you some Dolce Vita from Nero one of these days. Roses are the symbol of eternal love. I believe a rose dolce would be appropriate for you now.
The witch was in a great mood, fully enjoying modern candy.
Here. I truly am grateful. I believe you've done more than enough for me already, so I'm returning this.
The things Shannon had softly set on the table. The table? Have they got a table on the beach?
That's a good question, actually.
Oh, actually, I can see some little beach deck chairs. Yeah, they must have a little setting. The thing Shannon had softly set on the table was a gold-coloured butterfly brooch. Brooch. It's a brooch.
There is no need to return it. If you continue holding that, your relationship should remain firm in perpetuity. Maybe it was the power of magic that brought us together. But I think only the two of us working together can turn that into something that lasts forever.
In other words, I have no need for you further, witch.
True. Love and roses are the same. Too much fertilizer causes the roots to rot. Some flowers cannot be raised without hard work. In that case, do as you wish.
Can't tell if she's being sincere with that comment.
You may wear it or keep it in a box. That is my goodwill given to you. Having you return it to me won't please me at all.
Oh dear.
My apologies. That's not what I... No harm has been done. That brooch is all yours. Treasure that proof of our friendship. It would indeed bring me some comfort.
God, you can tell she's really fickle, Beatrice. Any slightest offense will be taken.
You may hold on to it and gain its benefits. Or you may keep it in a box. It just said that. If you wish, you may even give it to another who is worrying about love. Or you could simply treasure it.
Oh, is she gonna give it to Jessica, perhaps?
Of course, it would pain my heart if you wasted it.
And then I'd fucking kill ya. According to Beatrice, she had appeared several times in the past in response to a person's summons to give them some tool imbued with magical power. However, when most people used that power to resolve their worries, they quickly grew unsettled by it, forgot their former gratitude, and threw away the tools they had been given with disgust. Remember that first ep features Natsuhi in a very proactive role. True, Natsuhi does take control.
Is Natsui the best girl in your opinion? I check, like, Natsui's a fair choice in my opinion.
QWST, you like Ava, don't you? That's your favorite. I think I'm with you there. Like, she's a bitch, but gotta love her.
So it is quite rare for me to be thanked for my goodwill.
Yeah.
In fact, this might even be the first time.
The witch laughed heartily, but it looked like a sad laugh in Shannon's eyes. She herself had been like that in the past. No, maybe she was still like that now. Beatrice was definitely a witch with a strange and terrifying power. Most people probably wouldn't want to stick around her if they could help it. Surely even those who had relied on that strange power sometimes felt fear rather than gratitude as a result. It must have deeply hurt the witch to have that happen over and over. Oh, perhaps Beatrice is to be pitied. Since the time she had started thinking that way, Shannon had tried to stop being frightened of Beatrice. This was surely something that had tormented the witch for over 1,000 years. Maybe she really liked those sweets. Beatrice, who normally spoke abusively, praised the black tea that Shannon served her and looked to be in remarkably high spirits. After doing that for a while, the witch and the servant grew animated in their discussion of the trip with George. You know, I still don't know if Beatrice exists.
That's the question, isn't it? That's like the plot.
Like, I'm sort of assuming that she does now.
In what sense? As a witch or as a person?
Well, but she's been, like, vanishing on the spot. So, surely not a person. I don't know, man. The things Shannon actually knew about Beatrice were surprisingly few. First off, she was a ghost-like being who appeared in unexpected places at unexpected times. And it seemed that not everyone could perceive that she was there. Apparently, everyone has something called a wavelength, and the ability to perceive witches varies greatly among different people. Only Shannon and Canon could interact with her enough to exchange words like this. There were a few people who could sense her presence, but most people couldn't even feel that much. I love how this game always tends to answer my question the moment I ask it.
It's so good at predicting like exactly what the player is thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this conversation with Beatrice has gone for ages. Does she actually exist or what? And now it's like talking about the existence. From what Beatrice said, Kraus and his wife in particular had zero magical talent. Oh, no, don't do us like that. We love Natsui. She's got talent, right, guys? And no matter how much she followed them around, they would never notice her. Once earlier, when Shannon messed up and Natsui got really mad at her, Beatrice had started playing around, hitting Natsui on the head with her pipe. Oh, mate, Is that why she gets headaches? Is she just being bonked on the head 24/7?
That's a good theory, actually.
I see. Natsui really doesn't notice a thing. But Shannon, watching that, had burst out laughing without thinking, and had gotten scolded even more. Some British attitude from Beatrice.
And
What about the master? I heard he's been doing research into magic, so I'm sure he'll be able to notice you, Beatrice-sama. Kinzo is the same.
Oh, Beatrice talking about Kinzo. Is this a first? So
Yeah.
far?
He also has a pitiful lack of magic talent.
Oh, really? Damn it.
It's the blood. He has so little talent that I pity him.
Feels bad, man.
Hmm?
As soon as they started talking about Kinzo, it felt like the atmosphere around Beatrice changed. She had spoken about Kraus and the rest's lack of magic talent as though she looked down on them, but she spoke of Kinzo in a different way. Anyone connected to the Ushiromiya family would know about Kinzo's legend of the gold. According to that, Kinzo was given the gold after summoning the witch Beatrice. In other words, she must have had some kind of relationship with Kinzo. Perhaps a sexual relationship?
Who's to say? That was because you succeeded despite despite having not even a scrap of talent.
Is Beatrice Ava's mum? Yes or no? Callum, you can't answer that.
Yeah, I'm not answering it. No one should answer that question. He kept studying by himself like mad and managed to become a magician. And that's something really incredible, right? Indeed.
The witch, who usually looked down on people, was uncharacteristically offering her praise. While she lambasted him, saying he had no talent, she praised his efforts.
And then the master summoned Beatrice-sama with the power of magic. Indeed. Well, I only answered the summons on a whim. After all, in this period where magic has long been denied, here was a man who was without a scrap of talent, yet so desperate to succeed. I thought I'd drop by and poke some fun at him, and that's when my luck ran out.
I think we're getting some serious tea here, guys.
War dump.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen? Her choice of words highlighted how much of a disaster this had been for her. Shannon hesitated over whether it would be safe to continue this discussion, but Beatrice continued on her own, ignoring Shannon.
After all, his contract did have a proper format and set of rules. Various procedures were mixed up, but, well, in deference to his enthusiasm, I graciously accepted his contract. Then I gave him a mountain of gold. And then the master used that gold and succeeded in business, and grew his wealth into what it is today. Indeed. His talent in magic was minimal, but it seems he had a knack for business and gambling. Or perhaps it was due to the bravery and madness that led him to risk everything on unreasonable bets. Madness sometimes acts as magical power. I see. If you look at it that way, perhaps it isn't quite fair to say he was completely lacking in magical talent.
Shannon felt like she was daydreaming. While everyone in the Ushiromiya family knew the story of how Kinzo idolized black magic, summoned a witch, and received the gold, in actuality it was all rambling that no one believed in. And now Shannon was having the story confirmed by the witch herself. She felt a little flustered by this incredible secret that only she knew.
Kinzo gained his vast fortune. He could realize every dream that can be satisfied by objects obtainable in the human world. And in the end, he searched for the truth of this world. The truth of this world? 42.
What?
Do you know the meaning of life is 42?
No.
Do you not know that? Oh, that's a classic Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy meme. Anyway.
I'll have to Google it later.
The single element that makes up the world. Kinzo, who had gained everything one can obtain in the human world, searched for that, the final desire humans seek.
The single element. Alright, here's my prediction, guys. Love. She seemed to remember the witch using that word before. When Beatrice saw Shannon trying to remember what that was, she laughed bitterly, waving her hand and saying there was no need to worry.
I underestimated Kinzo just a tad. I truly didn't expect him to display such power. And thanks to that, I'm in this state.
State of being a witch? Question mark?
I've been sewn in place on this island for several decades now, without even a friend to drink tea with.
What the fuck? This is such tea, guys.
Literally. No matter whom I try to talk to, my voice doesn't reach them. And no matter where I go, I cannot do anything. Such boring decades.
As she laughed in self-derision, she tapped her teacup with her finger. It made the light sound of pottery. Shannon didn't know whether the word self-derision was really an accurate expression to describe the look on the witch's face. Shannon didn't understand everything, but she could more or less figure out the situation. And it was probably a topic that she couldn't press the witch on easily, not unless the witch started talking about it herself. To sum up everything she had said up until now, thank you, I needed this. Beatrice, who had been summoned by Kinzo's magic, could not leave this island for some reason. And she'd lost her power and her form, living her days in boredom. During that time, her words had reached Shannon, who never forgot to show sincere respect for the witch. And Shannon had helped the witch regain her power, if only a little bit. As a result, it was now possible for the witch to drink tea with Shannon like this.
Beatrice-sama, what in the world was that mirror you told me to break? Ah, that. Long ago, it seems various things happened on the islands around this area. Because of that, malignant forces gathered here and began to draw in an evil distortion. It seems a traveling Eastern magician or something built a shrine for the repose of souls and sealed them in there. That in itself has nothing to do with me, but unfortunately, that magical power rested on a different foundation than mine. It created a strong interference with my magic and was extremely bothersome.
そうだったんですか。
Is that how it was?
私はてっきり
And I
ベア
just
トリー
assumed
チ
it
様を
existed
封じ
only
て
to
いたも
seal
のだと
you,
ばかり。
Beatrice-sama.
わらわを対象にしたものではな
I
い。
was not its target.
だが、神格
But
な
I
る
was,
鏡
but
だ
it
った
was
か
a
ら、
divine
結
mirror.
果として
As a
わらわ
result,
の
my
力
power
を封
was
じ込めて
sealed
いたわ
away.
けだ。料理に例える
To
なら
use
こうか。
food as an example, maybe it would go something like this.
わらわの注文した西
Let's
洋
say
料
the
理が
Western food I ordered
厨房
is
でま
being
さ
made
に
in the
料理さ
kitchen.
れてところがいざ配膳しよう
However,
としたら、
when they try to set the
客席
table,
は日
the
本
area
風
for the
で
guest seating is in the
懐石
Japanese
料理が
style.
並べられている場だ。
Japanese style dishes.
だから厨房は場
So the
違いな
kitchen is
皿を
unable
出
to
せず、
serve a plate that
わ
would
ら
be
わ
out
の
of
と
place.
ころへはいつ
And no
ま
matter
で
how
経っても
long I
西洋
wait,
料
my
理が
Western
届
food
か
won't
ず
arrive.
といった感
Something
じよ
like that.
の。
I feel like that example just confused me.
だからそなたに日
So
本風
we
の客
destroyed
席
that
を打ち
Japanese
壊し、
style guest seating
場を一
and
度
returned
白
the
紙に
area to a
戻させ
blank
たのだ。
slate for a time.
そのおかげでようやく
Thanks
わ
to
らわ
that,
の注
the
文し
meal
た
I had
料理が
ordered was
届き、
finally delivered,
力
and
が
my
戻
power
っ
came
た
back,
というところ
you
か。
could say.
もっとも、よう
However,
やく食
so
前酒が
far,
届い
only
たと
the
いうところよ。
aperitif has arrived.
メインディッシュにはまだまだ
It will
遠
still be
い。
quite some time before the main dish.
今のわらわなど、
As I am
靴屋
now,
の妖
I
精に
am
も劣
even
る
more
希薄
fragile
な
than a
存在で
shoe
な。
store fairy. You're so silly, Beatrice. Me?
何がおかしい？
What's so amusing? Nothing.
魔女様の例えがあま
I
り
just
に面
thought your
白かったも
metaphor
ので、
was pretty funny.
Oofed.
まさか魔法の話が
I never would have
お料理
thought
の
to use a
話に
story
例え
about
られる
food
と
as
は
a
思いませ
metaphor
んで
for
した。
magic.
我ながらうまい表現だったつもりだ
Well,
が、
it's a rather
よ
skillful
もや
comparison.
笑われるとは
I
思わなか
certainly
った
didn't
ぞ。
expect it to be laughed at.
That's the nonplussed Beatrice character portrait.
少し心外だ。
I'm a bit offended.
Autocorrect. Oh. Beatrice lost aura. A slightly sulky expression rose to the witch's face. It wasn't a strange expression at all to be appearing on the face of some friends as they enjoyed their tea.
こう見えても、昔
Although
は
I may
残
not
の
look
極まりない
I
こと
was
で
known
知
for
られ
doing
たわらわだっ
extremely
たが、
brutal things in the past.
丸く
I've
なった
gotten
も
soft.
の、人間とこうして、
Now I can't. Now I can
ない
even have a
話で
foolish
茶を
discussion
交わ
while
せるように
drinking
なる
tea
の
with
だ。
a human.
She was probably talking to herself. As Beatrice gazed at the seabirds tracing the horizon, she put her tea to her lips
雲
again.
が出てきたな。
The clouds have come out.
海も精彩をかけば、
When the ocean
灰
loses its
色の
brilliance,
水たまりに
nothing
過ぎ
more
ぬ。
than a grey puddle.
そうでしょうか。
You think so?
曇っても
I
海
think
は
the
美
ocean
しくて
beautiful,
真
deep
っ青
blue,
だと思いま
even
す。
when it gets cloudy.
Maybe the witch noticed the deep meaning behind Shannon's words. She laughed lightly and set down her empty teacup.
もはや、そなたの
Seems those
両目に
things
埋め
buried
られて
in
いる
your
の
eyes
は
aren't black pebbles
黒
anymore.
いどうだ？
How is it?
家具から人間に生まれ変わっ
Do you
た
see
気
how
持
it
ちは
feels for furniture to be
理解でき
reborn
て
as
おるか？
human?
はい。
Hi.
世界がこんなにも
I
優
I
しか
never
った
knew
な
the
ん
world
て
was this kind.
知りませんでした。
Since the start of her relationship with George, Shannon's face had grown brighter more often. Her smile had made everything go smoothly, and had even changed her fortune. Shannon made less mistakes in her work than she had before, and the family members' opinion of her was slowly starting to change. Just the other day, she'd been surprised when Kraus, who rarely exchanged words with her, had suddenly started talking to her.
Been wearing a splendid smile more often lately, haven't you? Has something good happened?
いえ、
No,
でも
but
楽しい毎日で
every
す。
day is fun, yes? Hmm,
良いことじゃないか。
wonderful.
同じコーヒーなら
It goes without saying that coffee is more delicious when poured with a smile.
その笑顔でもう一杯
Could I ask for that smile once more?
Beatrice! I want to see that smile once more.
Hi, sir.
That had become a chance for Shannon to gain confidence in herself. Sure, me a Rizzler.
Was that the Kraus voice, you reckon?
Rizzing up Shannon. That's cringe. Shannon's... Wait, how old is Shannon in the story, Cal?
I'm pretty sure she's 18 in 1986, so she'd be younger than 18. Oh, she's 16?
So
Is
Kraus
she
is a
16 right
creep.
now or 16 in 1986?
Kraus is a creep, guys. Of course, it didn't go beyond her own heart, and it wasn't so big a change that anyone would notice. But she had begun to change, bit by bit. Shannon understood it clearly. Knowing love was the same as gaining a soul. The same as being reborn. From furniture into a human. There was absolutely nothing mistaken in Beatrice's words. By knowing love, Shannon had learned what it was to be human.
珍しい茶化をしそうになったな。
These have been unusual snacks.
有意義な時間であった。
It was time well spent.
そろそろ仕事に戻らねば
It's
ならぬ
probably
時間
about
で
time
あ
for you to
る。
return to your work.
茶会はこれまでにし
So let us end our tea party now.
そなたとわらわが茶
After
を飲
all,
むこと
it seems a certain
つかん
person
も
doesn't
の
like
もおる
seeing
よ
us
うで
drink
な。
tea together.
え
Huh?
Says a lot about George. The witch gripped a teaspoon and flipped it with her fingers, sending it up into the air. After that, it was launched by the fingers of some invisible person and flew straight into a nearby bush. The bush shook violently, and Kanon came out. It seemed he had been there for some time, watching their tea party. The spoon was gripped in his hand. George is delusional. If you know, you know. Well, yeah. George is a goose. 100%. If he hadn't caught it in an instant, it might have hit him hard in the forehead and caused him to start oozing blood.
安心せよ。
Do not worry.
茶会はこれで終わ
Our
るぞ。
tea party is over now, Canon.
いつからそこにいたの？
How long were you there?
声をかけてくれれば、
If you
カ
had
ノン
called
君
to
の紅
us,
茶も入れた
I'd
の
have
に。
poured you some tea too.
女同士の語らい
I imagine that you
邪魔
didn't
した
want
く
to
なかったの
interrupt
で
a
あ
pair
ろ
of
う。
women talking, right?
Kanon kept silent, but there seemed to be a slightly hostile look in his eyes. On the outside, he acted with respect, but unlike Shannon, Kanon did not trust the witch. When Beatrice hit the table with her pipe, the tea set turned into golden butterflies, which flew upwards all at once. They then scattered in every direction, and the cleanup was already done.
楽しかったぞ、シャノン。
It was fun, Shannon.
また縁があれば会おう
Let
ぜ。
us meet again if the chance arises.
まだまだ魔力
My
が
magical
足り
power
ぬ
is
が
still
な。
quite lacking.
姿を現すのも
It's
疲れ
tiring
る。
even to show myself.
そんなに疲れるなら
If you're that tired,
二度と現れるな。
never appear again. Kanon had said it in a small voice, but the witch seemed to have heard it perfectly. She giggled, but didn't reply.
シャー
Shannon,
次の茶会では
tell me
ジョ
more
ージと
about
の
George
話を
at our
また
next
聞か
tea
せておく
party.
ね。人の恋路より甘
There are
い
no
茶かは
snacks sweeter than a
他にない。
person's love life.
それではさらばだ。
See you again.
Whoa, there she goes. Beatrice's body also became gold butterflies, which scattered in all directions and disappeared. It was a fantastical and beautiful scene, like a blizzard of gold leaf. For a while, Shannon quietly watched the witch's exit. Kanon approached her from behind and spoke with an expression that was drastically different from hers.
姉さん、
Nay,
あ
son,
いつと付き合っちゃダメだって
didn't
言
I
ったじ
tell
ゃな
you
い
to
か。
stay away from her?
ベアトリーチェ様はそんなに悪い人じ
Beatrice-sama
ゃ
isn't
ない。
that bad of a person.
確かにちょっと怪しいところはあ
Yes,
るけれ
she
ど。
might be a little shady, but
僕たちにしか姿が見えない時点
The
で
fact that only
十分
we
にう
can
さんくさ
see
いよ。
her is suspicious enough.
あいつは人間じゃない。
That thing isn't human.
何を企んでるかわかる
Who
もの
knows
か。
what she might be planning?
カノン君、それは
Canon
少し
I think
失礼
that's
だ
a
と
little
思うな。
rude.
There was a touch of sternness in Shannon's voice, which was unusual for her. To Kanon, who knew her well, she must have sounded extremely stern. Kanon, looking excessively surprised, considering Shannon's tone, fell silent.
確か
True
に
that
ベアトリーチェ様
Beatrice-sama
は
is different
人
from
間とは
humans.
違う。
She has a terrifying power, so I think it's right for us to fear and respect her.
でも人間とは違うからといって
Still, I think it's
それだ
incredibly
けを
rude
理
to
由に
despise
手を
her
嫌
just
う
because
の
she
は
isn't human.
とても失礼なことだと思うの。
姉さんの言いたいことはわかるよ。
I understand what you're trying to say, Nei-san.
姉さんはあいつにあの
You've
ブローチを
changed.
もらってから変わった。
Ever since she gave you that brooch,
まるで魔女の虜だよ。
it's like you're her prisoner.
ジョージ様との仲を取り持ってもらって
She brought you and George-sama
頭が上
together.
がらないんだ。
Now you're indebted to her.
そんなことを言わないで。
Don't say things like that.
あいつは人間じゃな
That
い。
thing isn't human.
何を考えてるかわから
We
ない
don't。know what she's
だか
thinking,
ら気を許しちゃダメ
so
な
we
んだ。
mustn't trust her.
そして
And
人間じゃないのは僕らも同じだよ。
we aren't humans either.
姉さん、
Nei-san. Kanon's words grew more serious. Shannon has this energy of older sister, but they're the same age. Interesting. Well, I'm no expert on the ages of these guys, but that makes sense. Those words probably gouged at Shannon's heart. She bit her lower lip and hung her head.
僕らは家具だ。
We are furniture.
たとえ名前をもらい、
Even if we receive
人として接して
names
もらっ
and
た
are
として
treated as humans,
僕た
that
ちの生
won't
まれが変わ
change
る
the
わけじゃな
manner
い
of。our birth. You are no longer furniture. Those words Beatrice had given her, which had made her happiest, floated through Shannon's mind.
家具じゃ
I am not
ないよ。
furniture.
Oh shit! She's not furniture. Let's go! Woo!
She's done it.
Good on you, Shannon. Good on you.
うん、家具だよ。
No, you are furniture. Canon, come on, mate. Chill out, bro. She's just realized that she's a human being, and Canon's just like, nah, you're still furniture.
僕たちは人間未満の存在だよ。
We are less than human.
姉さんはそこを忘れたふりをして、
You're just pretending to have
人間の
forgotten,
ふりをしているだけ。
pretending to be human. Once you read Umineko, its music just plants into your playlist forever. Mate, ain't that the truth? I've been listening to these songs on repeat ever since I heard them. It's actually crazy. I can't wait to see Spotify Wrapped 2026. It's gonna be Umineko 1 to 10.
Golden Slaughter #1.
Yeah, Golden Slaughter has got to be #1. You know that as well as I do.
私家具じゃない
I am not furniture.
Oh,
人間だもん
I am human.
let's fucking go.
いや人間じゃない
No, you aren't.
僕らには愛する資格
We've never possessed what it takes to
愛され
love
る資格も初め
or
から
be
ない
loved. Cannon's criticism seemed to have shifted away from Shannon's meetings with the witch. Shannon picked up on that quickly.
お嬢様に聞いたよ
I heard from Milady.
正直
Seriously,
呆れたね
what were you thinking?
ジョージ様と一緒に旅行
I
に出
can't
られる
believe you would go on a trip with George
家
Summer.
具の身の程を忘れて
You've
るよ
forgotten your place as furniture.
姉さんはあの魔女に
You've just
そそ
been
のかされて
tempted by that
自分が
witch,
人間になれたと勘違いし
mistakenly
てるだけ
believing
な
that
ん
you've
だよ
become human.
聞いてカノン君
Listen, Canon-kun.
確かに私たちは家具だよ
It's true that we're furniture.
人間に劣った
Lesser
今の
beings,
存在
inferior to humans.
でもその
But
満たない分
If
を
it were possible to
もし
make up for what we
得られたなら
lack,
それは人間
wouldn't
に
that
な
be
れ
the
たという
same
こ
as
とじゃない
becoming
のか
human?
な
そんなもの
Such a thing could never happen.
ありはしない
うんあるの
No, it could.
それを得たなら
If we could do
私たち
that,
は家具なん
we
か
won't
じ
be
ゃない
furniture anymore.
人間になれるよ
We can become human.
バカバカしい
Ridiculous.
なれる
Baka-bakashi.
Baka bakashi. As if you could ever do such a thing. Cannon spat those words out, but did so weakly and turned away. He was probably giving up. After all the suffering he'd undergone during those days he'd lived as furniture, his heart was firmly sealed.
なれるよカノン
You
君
can do it too, Canon-kun.
普通の人間に
You can become a normal human.
よしてよ
Stop it.
魔女の受
That's
け
the
売り
witch
は
talking.
I,
ベアトリーチェ様に教えてもらったの
Beatrice-sama taught me,
私たちは世
by
界の
obtaining
内
the
なる
single
元素を
element
得
of
る
this
ことで
world,
人
we
間
can
になる
become
ことが
human.
できるそれを満た
Or
さないな
rather, nobody's human if they don't have that.
だから人は一なる
That's
元
why
素を
people
得るた
spend
め
their
に
entire
生涯
lives trying to
尽くし
gain that
貫い
single
ていく
element.
姉さんが何を
I
言ってい
don't
るのかわから
understand
な
what
いね
you're saying, Neysan.
よまよい事なら聞きたくないよ
I don't want to listen to ranting.
ならカノン君
Then
に
I'll
もわか
teach
る
it
よ
in
う
a
に
way
教
that
えてあ
even
げるね
you can understand.
ほら
Look,
姉さんの指の先
See
を
what
見
I'm
て
pointing at?
Shannon quietly pointed at the sea, towards the horizon. Cameron didn't understand what she meant and couldn't do anything except look between the horizon and Shannon's expression, which seemed to be posing a riddle.
海
The sea.
カノン君は海が
Canon-kun,
何色に見える
what color does the sea look to you?
It was an extremely simple question. For a while, Cameron tried to guess at the meaning behind it, but he couldn't think of anything, so he answered obediently.
パッとしないネズミ色だよ
It's a hazy, dark grey colour.
それが何
So what? Objectively speaking, the sea, laid out beneath a cloudy sky, could probably be described best by Cannon's words. But as Shannon closed her eyes and smiled, she shook her head slightly.
私には真っ青に
It
見
looks
える
deep blue to me.
そういう意味
Is that what you mean?
緑色の信号
Like how Japanese
青
people
ってい
use
う
the
よう
word
なものでしょ
blue to refer to a green traffic light.
違うの
No,
海は真っ青
the sea is deep blue.
私には分かって
If I understand
カノン
and
君
you
が分からないな
don't,
らこれがつまり
then that's the difference between us.
Oh shit. Kanon bit his lower lip and was silent for a while.
わからないよ
I don't understand.
カノン君
Kanon-kun,
手を出して
would you stick out your hand?
As Kanon was taken aback, unable to understand what she was saying, she took his arm and opened the palm of his hand. Shannon softly set something there. It was that magic brooch which she had received from Beatrice. A magic charm, shaped like a gold butterfly, that could bring love to fruition.
これは
This is
あいつの
hers?
ううんこれは
No.
私の
This is mine.
だから私だと
So
思っ
think of
て
it as me and treat it with respect, okay?
After being spoken to like that, he couldn't just throw it away. Kanon didn't know what he should do, and he stood there confused for a while, the brooch still on the palm of his hand. Shannon put the palm of her hand on top of Kanon's, and the brooch was warmed by both of their hands. 500 tracks. Damn it, that's heaps.
これは本当の魔法の力を持ったお守り
This charm holds true magical power.
きっとカノン君に
I'm sure it'll teach you an important emotion, Kanon-kun.
あいつの魔法で教えられることなんて
There's nothing to be learned from that person's magic.
ううんあるの
No, there is
だ
something.
から身につけて
So wear it.
恥ずかしければ
If that's embarrassing, I hear it's okay if you just hide it in your pocket.
バカバカしい
Ridiculous.
あいつの魔法なん
As
て
if I'd let the magic of that person lead me astray. Even as he said that, Kanon couldn't be cold-hearted towards something Shannon was urging him to take. In the end, Kanon took it and agreed reluctantly, saying he'd prove that he wouldn't surrender to the witch's power. Shannon smiled and nodded back.
きっとカノン君は
I'm sure you'll be able to learn something important from it.
きっと人間に
And
な
I'm
れる
sure you can become human.
そうすればきっと
And when you do, I'm sure this ocean will look like a beautiful blue to you as well, Kanon-kun.
So this whole metaphor or analogy with the ocean, is this insinuating that Shannon, her outlook has changed on life in general, and she's more optimistic now because she's human?
I mean, it's probably open to interpretation. Like, to me, it reads like she can see the beauty in the world, like she can see the love in the world. Whereas Kanon just sees what it is without devoid of love.
True. Recent albums are not on iTunes. Only one from Higurashi. Damn. There's a fair amount of it on Spotify, right, Callum?
Yeah, the ZTS albums are on Spotify, and a few of the Die ones, pre-holders on there. There's a few. Yeah, none of the Zaki tracks are on Spotify, annoyingly, because Zaki does quite a bit, especially in episode 7. And none of those are on Spotify.
Mythical Beatrice plushie.
Oh, what? There's a Beatrice. I'm surprised it's not figurine, like Figmas or whatever. I feel like there's definitely a market for a Beatrice Figma.
I just want an Ava body pillow, guys.
True.
I'll start a GoFundMe for Ava body pillow.
ネズミ色は何度見たってネズミ色さ
Grey is grey, no matter how many times you look.
違うよカノン君
That's wrong, Kanon-kun.
そう見えるのは
It only looks like that because you have no...
Wait, what does that say? You have no dick. You have no balls.
I think that's meant to be love.
Got no fucking balls, mate. I'm gonna interpret that as no balls. Even though that's completely not the point.
Yeah, episode 3 is definitely, yeah. Jimmy will love episode 3, I'm sure.
Really? Ooh, I'm keen. Look, Shannon, I'm getting a bit pissed off with your happy-go-lucky attitude. Can we just peg it back a little? Maybe something bad happened in a few seconds. Now, I wonder if the game is going to know that I asked for that, because every time I ask for something to happen, it usually happens. So what's going to happen, guys? Is there going to be a tornado? Is there going to be some shark attack on the beach? Is Natsui going to come reprimand her? Let's see what happens. Huh? Oh, there is howling wind. Maybe there is a tornado coming. Because of the howling wind, he hadn't been able to catch the main point of what she just said. Me either. I'd forgotten completely what she said.
Go back in line.
Oh, no, she said he had no balls. Yeah, no love.
Yeah, no love.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably. That's my interpretation.
So Shannon said it once more. You have no balls, Canon. The single element of the world. Balls. No. She spoke once more of the world where it existed, where the sea was deep blue.
I'm sure you'll be able to see a deep blue ocean too. After all.
Without love, it cannot be seen.
Is this the first instance of that line? This is early on. I didn't think it was. This is going to be a recurring line. You'll read this like 100 times.
This line here.
Yeah. Some might say it's even the key to solving everything. I think it's a bit disingenuous to claim that this on its own solves the entire riddle, but it's certainly a component of it.
Without love, it cannot be seen. So you need to like view the murders through love perspective?
I'm not going to give you any hints on how to interpret it because but this is core content.
No dick jinx lol. Do you play League, QWST? I play a bit of League. Love me a bit of League of Legends. Oh, look who we've got!
Oh, wow. I haven't done a Kinzo voice in ages. Who is that?
And where's his trusty sidekick, Nanjo? It is canon, Master. It was rare for Kinzo to leave his study. However, the fact that he didn't mean his noble research had been suspended. Sorry, let me reread that sentence. However, the fact that he didn't mean his noble research had been suspended. He may have left the study because of a change in mood. But that didn't mean the thoughts filling his head were any different from those he had whilst inside the study. Reading in Russian. Ooh. So they did full like translations, did they? That's cool.
Is the Russian translation a completely fan-made one? I assume it is.
Kanon knew that no matter what the time, speaking to Kinzo when he didn't want to be spoken to would always disturb his research.
It's cloudy out there. Will it get worse?
Hi. According to the weather report, it could rain at any time. Shall I bring an umbrella?
It will not come to that. Leave me alone for a while.
LOL in Russia is not popular, but you played Dota. Ah. Dota is... I think Dota is the more purest of the MOBA games. LOL is a little bit simpler. Appeals to the masses a bit more. I've never learned Dota myself. Just a league scrub.
If my children ask, say that you do not know where I am. I am busy on a journey through my own thoughts.
Certainly. Then, if you would excuse me. Before Kanon finished bowing, Kinzo had already returned to his own world, having forgotten Kanon's presence completely. And once again, he began rambling to himself. Amidst those words, the name of that witch popped up many times.
Oh, Beatrice.
Fucking love that line.
My hand will not reach your smile. What can I do to revive you? What can I do to make you smile at me once more? What is lacking? I researched my materials, my catalyst. Or is it magical power or luck or an oracle? Oh, Beatrice, what can I do to see your face one more time? He's desperate.
Oh, look at that. Look at that character profile. As Kanon listened to his master's weeping voice with his back turned, he turned around just once. When he did, right behind his isolated old master was the shadow of a person who shouldn't have been there. It was the witch. At once, thinking that the witch must be plotting to do Kinzo some harm, Kanon dashed back to Kinzo and tried to form a shield with his body. But when he saw the expression on the witch's face, that emotion of his vanished. After all, Beatrice's expression was sorrowful. Or maybe pitying.
You fool, Kinzo. Can't you see me, even though I am here?
Right behind Kinzo, as he repeated the witch's name over and over, desiring to be reunited with her more than anything else, was the witch herself. And yet, Kinzo didn't notice anything. When Beatrice tried to rest her hand on his shoulder, he didn't notice.
Why does my hand not reach Beatrice's smile? Is it the age of the moon? The cycle of the comet? The alignment of the planet? What is lacking? What is? It's useless, Kinzo. Without love, it cannot be seen.
Kanon took the brooch he had received from Shannon out of his pocket. By learning something new, he'd be able to glimpse something he couldn't see now. Without love, it cannot be seen. He looked at Kinzo's back once more. The witch could no longer be seen there. Wow.
I'm gonna take a short break. I just need to grab some water.
Sure thing, Callum. No worries.
The Kinzo voice always does me in. Really straining my vocal cords there.
Wow, guys. There you have it. We'll probably do another little stint, a little bit longer, maybe another half hour or so. It's getting a bit late in Australia. So are you guys Russian or something? Perhaps something else. I'm really enjoying this game. Before I started playing this, I basically just played League of Legends with my time, but I'm glad I've branched out a bit. Oh, that's awesome, man. I wonder what time it must be in Russia. Maybe like afternoon, perhaps? It's, what is it now? It's 9:30. 9:30 in Australia. My friend Callum was trying to get me to play this game for months. And I was like, mate, I'm not really interested in that kind of game. Because, you know, it's not exactly a game in the traditional sense. You know, you have to... It's more of a story that you're experiencing, I guess. But
there is, I remind you, episode 8 does have actual gameplay.
Game mechanics?
Yeah, like there's 2 sections of actual gameplay in episode 8. It's crazy. We definitely should continue because this is leading up to the hilarious bit I was talking about earlier.
Oh, okay. 2:25 in the afternoon right now. Oh, nice. Trying to make my friend play it for like half of a year. You've got a lot in common with Callum then.
I was trying to get Jimmy to play it for a while, and I eventually convinced him by saying it could be good stream content.
Yeah, it's been good for the stream.
Maybe after Umineko, if you're really keen, you can read Higurashi as well.
Okay, should we continue one more little segment, Callum?
Yeah, man.
Here we go. Where the hell are we? Are we at Maria's school?
We'll see.
The biggest fall event for the Ushiromiya family was the family conference in October, but to Jessica, there was another major event that came before that. The school cultural festival. Jessica liked school. To her, it was a place where she could let out the stress she'd built up from the rigid lifestyle she was forced to lead at home. For today's cultural festival, she'd formed a group with her friends, and had announced that they'd perform some light music on a temporary stage. She had prepared and practiced for this over and over until today, always anxiously awaiting this day's arrival. There was one thing that worried her. She looked at the clock. There was still a little time, but she felt uneasy. Would that person really come? Oh, is this Jessica's boyfriend, guys?
A mythical boyfriend. It doesn't exist, apparently.
Or girlfriend, perhaps. You never know. After taking a single deep breath, her heart jumped when all her friends suddenly started speaking in shrill voices. Alright, who's doing this? Who's doing this?
The kawaii Japanese girls.
Yeah.
Surely you take one for the team this time.
No way! Hina's boyfriend's so awesome! Isn't he? Isn't he? Rin's boyfriend looks really smart. Is it true that guy's a glasses beast? No way, my husband will be a pretty boy. What on earth are they talking about?
Just girl things, mate. I don't know.
It may not be like this for all girls, but at least at Jessica's school, the cultural festival was basically a boyfriend exhibition. Jessica didn't have a boyfriend. She had many friends of the opposite sex, but no special only one. But Jessica was a little famous around the school, and everyone thought it'd be natural for her to have a fitting partner. Furthermore, her pride had led her to pretend that this was true. She had somehow managed to keep them fooled until this year, but for various reasons, she hadn't been able to escape this year's cultural festival. Jessie, is your boyfriend here?
Oh, wait. I'm Jessica, aren't I? What? No, looks like he's not here yet. Maybe he's busy with work.
Wait, is she just lying right now?
LeMayo.
Forced laugh, lol. So what kind of person is he, Jessie? At least give us a hint. What kind of relationship? What kind of relationship? Awesome. So he's a working man. Will he come in a suit? Of course he'll be wearing glasses, right? Since is glasses like a attractive thing in Japanese culture?
I think it's an attractive thing as is.
Not in Australia, mate. You're just a weirdo if you got glasses.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I've been bullied my whole life, mate. Maybe I should move to Japan. Kia! Hey! He actually doesn't exist, right? If you come clean now, we'll let you join us. Let's cry together through this year's cultural festival. God, I'm getting really flamboyant with this unnamed friend.
As you should.
Ryukishi wears glasses. Who's Ryukishi? Is that a
That's
character
the
we haven't met?
that's the guy who wrote this.
Oh shit, really?
No. He exists. I told you he really exists.
Jessica's bitter smile was covered with cold sweat. It was starting to seem doubtful whether she really had deceived her sharp-witted friends.
Okay.
Without love, boyfriend cannot be seen.
How about making a fake boyfriend and taking him with you? A fake? Who? I can't think of anyone who'd do that.
Shannon's ridiculous plan surprised Jessica into hysterics. Even so, it was probably more realistic that the crazy methods running through her head about getting a boyfriend in the big rush before the cultural festival.
For example, what about Canon-kun?
Oh, wait, I remember. She had a thing with him, didn't she? Well,
Yeah, she was pretty cut up when he died.
Yeah, she was sad when he was murdered. As you would be.
Arguably more sad than when her parents were murdered.
Well, she was pretty, like, shook, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was like, Mom, Mom! And then she obviously had that blood-curdling scream.
Canon-kun?
Oh, she's sweating.
No way. Anyway, I'm sure Canon-kun has work on the day of the festival. And I don't want to bother him.
Ooh, I think she likes him.
もちろん予定表も確認
Of
済みです
course, I've already checked the schedule.
Ooh, she's shipping him.
カノン君はその日お
Canon
休み
Kun has
になっ
that
てい
day
ま
off.
す
Why are you always so clever when it comes to stuff like this?
じゃなくて
No, wait!
休みならもっと悪いぜ
It'd be even worse if he's off.
せっかくの休みを
I can't pull him away from a precious day off just for my own vanity.
カノン君は引っ張り出されない
If you don't pull
いつも
Canon Kun
閉じ
away,
こもってばかりい
he'll
ま
always
す
be shut
ので
away by himself.
無理に引っ張り回すくらい
So I
でちょ
think
うど
it'd
い
be
いかと思い
perfect
ま
if
す
you
よ
could drag him out of his shell.
そ
You
そうなの
you think so?
いや
No,
でも
but
カノン君に悪い
I feel bad for him.
なら晩作つきますね
Then I guess you're out of options.
おとなしく彼氏はいませんと白状
How
をさ
about
れてはい
meekly
かがでしょ
confessing
う
to
か
everyone that you don't have a boyfriend?
Oh.
それは肩身の狭い
True,
思
it
い
may
を
be
なされる
terribly
でしょう
embarrassing.
卒業までの短
But
く
you'd
も
only have to endure
長
for the
い間
short and
耐え
yet
忍ばれ
a
るだけでござ
long
います
time
し
before graduation.
愛し合う恋人同士にとって
To a pair of
独
lovers,
り者の
there's no
極み顔
sweeter
が
honey than the
何
face
に
of
も
a single
勝る
person with
甘
an
い蜜なの
inferiority
です
complex.
It was a star. But,
Yeah. It's like Japanese affectation.
I'm digressing a bit here, but I remember Shannon with her evening with George in the first episode when George proposed. She said
Yep.
a number of times that she sort of had to accept his wish because she's furniture. She said she was furniture that night, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
So, but at this time, she doesn't believe she's furniture anymore. So I wonder, did something change that made her start saying she was furniture again?
I think you'll quickly, well, not quickly, but you'll see when October 5th or October 4th and 5th occur again.
Okay.
シャノン
Shannon?
私のために本気で悩
You
んで
aren't really worrying for my sake, are you? You're teasing me, right?
Jessica wrestled about with Shannon, her eyes teary. But Shannon was unfazed, laughing with her usual smile.
はい私とジョージ様のことを
Hi,
茶化して
this
ば
is
か
to
り
get you
のお嬢
back for
様
making
の
fun of me
仕
and
返
George
しです
Summer all the time.
Listening to Shannon's comeback, the likes of which didn't happen even once a year, Jessica hugged her cushion and rolled around on her bed, pretending to faint in agony. She couldn't stand Shannon's smile, which looked so triumphant. But right now, she was the only person Jessica could talk with. She could choke her to death with her cushion later.
いいじゃないですかお嬢様
Is it really so bad, milady?
文化祭ではありますが
It's a cultural
カノン君と
festival,
一緒に遊
but
び
it's
に
also
行
a
く
chance
チ
for you
ャ
to
ン
have
スですよ
fun with Canon-kun.
いやそれはそうだけど
No, that may be true, but
いやいやいやいや
no.
Oh, she's gone again. Jessica buried her head in her favorite pillow to hide the fact that her face had grown bright red. As she grumpily chewed the fingernail on her thumb, it really was a reaction to be appreciated. Shannon and Jessica were of about the same age, of the same sex, and friends. And they were both right in the middle of puberty. They could never talk enough about love. That's why they could talk freely about these topics to each other. So Jessica had heard a lot about how Shannon and George's love was progressing. And Shannon had heard a lot about what type Jessica liked, what kind of man she might be interested in. Judging by Jessica's reaction, it'd probably be rude for us to go into precisely what those things were. However, this story won't get anywhere if we just have Jessica rolling around forever. So let's dive in. Jessica had been thinking about Cannon ever since he'd shown up. It was extremely rare for young men to visit Rockenjima, so maybe it was natural for Jessica, a girl in puberty, to develop an interest in Cannon. But if anyone said that, it would destroy the romantic ideals of a maiden's pure heart and love at first sight. Shannon had been with Cannon a long time at the orphanage, so she'd known him since before they started working. So Jessica had asked persistently about what his hobbies were, what his favourite food was, what type of girl he liked. Even to Shannon it was clear that Jessica was infatuated with Cannon.
もうカノン
Is that-
君をデートに連れ出せるいい
Come
機
on.
会じゃありませんか
Isn't this a good chance to take Cannon-kun on a date?
で
But, but, but
カノン君にだって
Cannon-kun
好きな
might
人がいるかもし
also
れない
have
し
someone he likes, so...
Who?
Natsui.
There is no 19th person. Natsui
私なんかの
likes the milk smell.
Wouldn't he take it badly if I made him go with me just to show off?
お嬢様のような素直
The
じゃない
side-on
パターン
character
を
portraits of Jessica are the best. People who aren't honest with themselves, like you,
何でしたっけ
what was that word I learned from George Summer?
そうそう
That's right.
ツンドラとか
I think it
言うそう
was
ですよ
Sundora.
あと十数年かすると流行
Apparently,
るんだそう
there'll
です
be
よ
all the rage in a decade or so. Lol.
さすが上司
Wow,
さんだ
George
な
Nissan sure is incredible.
未来のトレンドがわかるのかよ
Managing to foresee future trends like that.
すげえぜ
Awesome.
じゃなくて
No, wait.
ってことは私って
Are you saying I'm living in the wrong decade? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I give up.
God, she's tweaking.
Jesus.
She's cooked. It took several days of wasted efforts, but in the end, Jessica agreed to the plan of having Cannon pretend to be her boyfriend. Does Cannon have a say in the matter?
Presumably.
はいお嬢様
The SFX, like the little sound effects.
Yeah, like the... Woo!
Yes, milady.
お呼びでしょうか
Did you call me? Jessica regretted calling out at such a bad time. Cannon always looked sullen, but he had some bad days and some better days. Lunon, I've heard Lunon being mentioned, but Lunon hasn't shown up yet, have they, Callum?
As far as I'm aware, you don't actually see Lunon until episode 7. It's
Oh,
pretty much a side character.
I see. Unfortunately, this reaction was the former. So he's sullen.
いやそのさ
No. Well,
えっと
This is awkward.
All that confidence and effort she'd built up practicing in front of a mirror all night was wiped out in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's Beatrice, so...
Jessica turned bright red and hung her head. When he saw that, Cannon sighed. Jessica thought that he was exasperated with her, and her face went pale.
シャノンから聞いています
I heard from Shannon.
お嬢様の学校の文化祭へ
This is about having me go with you to the school cultural festival, right, milady?
Nice one, Shannon.
Shannon spilled the beans.
じゃなくて
I mean... yeah.
そうなんだけどすいま
That's right, but,
当日の予定は
did Do you have any plans that day?
シャノンから当日
I
は
was
特に
strictly
お嬢
ordered
様
by
にお伝え
Shannon
す
to
るよう
work specially for you on that day, milady.
僕は高校には行った
I've
ことが
never
ない
been
ので
to
わ
high
かりま
school,
せんが
so I don't really understand.
男性の付き
But
人
I
が
hear
い
it's
な
a
いと
place where
大変
girls
肩
can
身
be
が狭い
shamed
の
if
で
they don't have a boy with them.
後宮本家令嬢が
And I was given
庶民
special
に
orders
劣る
to
こと
see
が
to
あ
it
っては
that
な
the
らないと
daughter of the Ushiromiya
特
family
に
is
厳命
in
されております
no
ので
way inferior to the common people.
Shannon, I'll beat you to death later.
Jessica kept yelling with a strange voice and a broken smile, like a tea kettle filled with boiling water. As Cannon watched this, he sighed again.
Why is Ryukishi so good at writing like teenage girls?
Cannon wasn't an idiot either. He fully understood what Jessica intended by inviting him. But to be honest, playing along with Jessica's love game seemed like it'd be nothing more than an annoyance to him. However, Shannon had asked him over and over. He was deeply indebted to her, so he couldn't refuse. So does Cannon not like her back then? Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
And that brooch was in his pocket. Could this strange turn of events have been brought about by the magic power residing in this brooch? Ridiculous.
Baka Bakashi.
But he remembered what Shannon had said to him that day. Could Shannon see something he couldn't? I don't understand Shannon's feelings. We're furniture. As if we could ever become anything more. It was a truly odd exchange between Jessica, who was still rambling on in a strange voice, and Cannon, who sighed deeply. Dear. Bit orkies.
ジェシー、人が来てるよ。
Jessie, someone's here.
聞こえてないの？
Didn't you hear?
ごめん。
That's sorry. Who is it?
As my friends all gathered together, they were looking this way with hard to describe expressions, whispering to each other in small voices that weren't small anymore. My attempt to play dumb felt pretty transparent, even to me. Did I really just say, sorry, who is it? Like I don't know who just showed up? Ah, it's useless. It's useless. My mind's going blank. Oh, Cannon, looking slick in that
That trench coat.
trench coat with a turtleneck and everything.
It was kind of like a prison attire, to be honest.
Straight jacket.
Yeah, straight jacket.
Bro got drip.
True.
No way. That's Jesse's boyfriend? He's so kawaii. Maybe I am becoming a weeb, guys. Let's go.
Live transition.
Wait, he's real? No way. Seriously? Jessica, you traitor! He's incredible. Wow. He's younger? I never heard he was younger. Where? Where's Jesse's boyfriend? She's really is into little kids. Oh my god.
That's...
Is Kanon really a little kid? I thought.
I guess he's 2 years younger if he's 16.
Okay.
Hey! Aren't you late?
昇降口がわからなかったもので
I didn't know where the entrance
遅くなっ
was.
て申し訳ございま
I
せん。
must apologize for my tardiness.
いや、その、
Right,
その格好も
that
似合って
outfit
るぜ。
looks really good on you.
God, she can't contain herself.
シャノンが普
Shannon
段着では良くないと言っ
said
て
normal clothes wouldn't do, so
一緒に買い
we
物
went and bought this the other day.
似合いませんでしたでしょうか。
Does it look strange on me?
That's not true. It's Shannon. When I get back, I'll promote you 2 levels.
なんだかここは女の人
It
ばかりで
feels like
居心地が
everyone
悪
here's
い
a
です。
girl. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, isn't it?
ささ、ここじゃなくて
Come on,
ステージの方
let's
に
not hang around here. Let's go to the stage, okay?
もうすぐ私たちの出番だからさ。
Because I'll be up pretty soon.
さささ。
Come on, come on, come on.
Jessica seemed just as uncomfortable. It looked like being bathed in everyone's interested gazes was hard on her. When he saw Jessica's appearance, Canon thought he might have made things difficult for her by coming.
なんだか迷惑をお
I
か
get
け
the
しているよ
feeling
うな
I'm
気がします。
getting in the way.
お邪魔だったでしょうか。
Am I being a burden?
そんなことない
I
って。
told you, no way.
僕がお邪魔でしたら
Please tell me at any time if I start getting in the way. Oh my god. What does Boku mean?
Well, Boku wa is like I call myself. But I don't know why that's significant in particular. Maybe someone in the chat can enlighten us. There's no way you get in the way, Canon-kun.
Give us an I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
僕はどうしていればいいでしょうか、お嬢様。
What would you like me to do, milady?
お嬢で呼ばせてるの？羊系来た子。
OMG, OMG.
Boku or is male.
Or
Nice.
Ore?
Oh,
Ore wa. Yeah, okay.
right.
Interesting. No, you can't call me milady today.
そうですか。
Is that so?
わかりました。ジェシカ様。
As you wish, Jessica-sama.
しつけ済みの様付けだ。
Trained him to call her summer.
ごめん。
Sorry, Canon-kun. Could you close your eyes for just 3 seconds?
キスするよ。
Is she actually?
では、つまります。
As you wish. Oh my god, are they gonna kiss? Bang. I don't know if that's a kissing sound. Thunk.
Don't
Maybe-
know if this is.
Maybe they're doing more than kissing, guys. You know what I'm saying? Bam, bam. Holy shit. What's going on? What are these words called? Onomatopoeic words? Is
Yeah,
that
onomatopoeia, yeah.
What the hell just happened? By the time Canon opened his eyes, a horrible tragedy had occurred in the room. Everyone had been driven into the walls, their arms and legs outstretched. Jessica had slipped her brass knuckles back into her pocket before Canon's eyes opened.
She punched all their friends for being cringe.
What the fuck? She just beat up her friends with brass
とに
knuckles?
かくステージの方に行こ
The massacre of Okinawa High School.
What the fuck?
Anyway, let's go over to the stage.
Wait, maybe Jessica is the murderer, guys.
True, this is the foreshadowing.
う。私たちの出番はもうすぐだから、しばらく席
Our
で待
turn's
っててよ
coming。up soon, so take a seat and wait for a bit.
私たちは準備あるからさ。
Because we've got to get ready.
この先、突き当たりまで行けば、
Go straight
仮
to,
設舞
to
台がある
the
から
end
分かる
here and
ぜ
you'll see a temporary
So we're gonna
stage.
have to-
You'll know where to go. Please wait there.
Are they like dancing or something?
They're doing a musical performance.
Oh, a musical performance. Just who's playing the instrument?
I think it's a
Jessica?
band. Like a high school band or whatever.
I see. She pushed Kanon's back as he seemed to be having trouble moving himself and chased him out. Even though Kanon was confused by Jessica's attitude and her panicky state, which he'd never seen before, he followed her instructions and headed in the direction she had indicated. After seeing him off with an awkward smile, Jessica slammed the door shut and yelled loudly.
ささ見たね
There you go. You saw, right?
見たでしょ満足
You
した
saw that. Are you happy now? Ducks for you.
I lost the bet.
絶対私に彼氏なんか
I
いない
was
と思っ
sure
てたのに
Jessie didn't have a
彼
boyfriend.
氏じゃないんでしょ
Are you sure that was her boyfriend?
パワハ
I'll
ラで
bet
しょ
she's just abusing one of her friends, one of her servants, right? Wow, Jessie's boyfriend's incredible.
素敵だおーいやかましいぜ
Up.
ほらほら準備
Come on, let's get ready.
When Jessica took the brass knuckles out of her pocket again, everyone energetically returned to their tasks. Ah, what was a drum kit? Cannon went down the corridor Jessica had shown him and ran into a temporary stage set up where the vending machines should have been. It was probably being rented by the hour by some group or club. The ones singing were student groups, but the crowd was still incredibly excited. Disliking that clatter, he leaned against a wall in the darkness by himself. So this is what they call high school. Sure is noisy. That's what Cannon thought. Then he remembered Jessica just now, acting in a way that he'd never seen before. Honestly, she was in such high spirits that alcohol might have been involved. To him, remaining composed and intellectual at all times was the highest virtue. In that sense, it was very hard for Kanon to get used to the atmosphere of a school cultural festival. He had a responsibility to report everything he saw and heard to the master. So he also had to report about how Jessica had acted without restraint earlier. At the very least, it was not fitting for the daughter of the Ushiromiya head family. The master, Kraus-sama, and especially Natsui-sama will probably be angry. If I'm to report it in a way that protects Milady, should I blame it on inappropriate school friends? Kanon's being a little fucking snitch.
Like the duty above all else attitude.
Come on, Kanon. Someone needs to give Kanon a beer.
A 16-year-old.
Yeah, I was drinking beer at 16, mate.
Don't tell anyone that.
What was all that? So stupid. Kanon thought back on how Jessica had acted earlier and sighed again. He could understand Natsui's headache a little now. Come to think of it, Natsui-sama, as the president of the PTA, was supposed to go to an informal gathering after attending the ceremony in the gymnasium. She said she wouldn't be able to see Milady's performance, didn't she? That's probably for the best. Crowds certainly are unpleasant. What in the world is going on? Several female students keep glancing at me. It seems they're all whispering the same things Milady's school friends said, and it's truly unpleasant. Come to think of it, didn't Shannon warn me? If you walk alone at something like a school festival, you'd better watch out, because lots of strange people will come and talk to you.
お一人ですか
Excuse me? Are you by yourself? Same type with Natsui. Just as expected, a group of girls I'd never met started talking to me. Their stares started to make my back tingle. Didn't she tell me some magic words that could chase them off in times like this? Sorry,
連れがいますので。
I'm with someone.
あ、そうですか。
Really?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Ah, it worked. Instant reaction. Well, that got rid of them, but it hasn't really changed the number of people staring at me.
違うよ。あの子だよ、ジェシーの彼氏。
No, it's that kid. That's Jesse's boyfriend.
嘘。
No
あ
way.
の子が
It's that
信
kid.
じらんないよね。
I can't
絶対
believe
に
it.
嫌だ
I
と思っ
was
てた
sure
よ。
he was fake.
可愛いじゃん。年
Isn't
下
he kawaii? So he's younger?
いいな。
Lucky Jesse.
I know younger is the way to go in Japan, I guess.
Ugh. There's no way I'll ever come to a place like this again. Canon sighed for about the zillionth time that day. When he did, the lighting changed and the standing audience started cheering. He looked around and realized that there was suddenly a large group of people there. And unlike earlier, they were mostly guys. With this huge crowd, he couldn't even see the stage. Fortunately, there was a fallen beer case nearby, so he tried using that as a footstool. When he did, he realized that there was now a new group on the stage. Their leader is Milady. She's changed into stage clothes, and she's even holding a guitar. I didn't know she could play. Then again, maybe she can play. I've seen her practicing air guitar before. Natsui-sama wouldn't approve of any hobbies outside of study. Maybe she was always practicing in secret. Come to think of it, she's been returning really late from school recently, hasn't she? Maybe she's been practicing at school, far away from Natsui-sama's prying eyes. It really is for the best that Natsui-sama didn't come. If Milady were to get scolded by Natsui-sama after putting so many hours of practice in, she'd probably be dejected.
Jessie-sama!
Oh, thanks for that one, Callum. I didn't fancy that, but thanks for jumping in.
今日は集まってくれて
Everyone, thanks for gathering here today.
I could hear Jessica-sama's forceful voice through the speakers. Jessie-sama? Maybe that's her nickname at school. The students in the audience kept calling out that name. I'm a little offended by that crude name. It's inappropriate for Milady. Jessica-sama was in...
Loosen up.
Loosen up, Battler. Oh, not Battler. Canon.
Canon.
Jessica-sama was in high spirits as they kept shouting Jessie-sama. Everyone here was probably a fan. Her mic performance picked up on that and electrified them even more. It was almost like a music program on TV. At first, he thought this was all silly, but that feeling had changed into appreciation. It was incredible in its own way. Kanon never listened to music of his own free will, but he'd often heard the kind of music that the Ushiromiya family liked. Since it was almost all classical, Kanon had naturally taken a liking to that kind of music. So to Kanon, the song Jessica sang was, how should you say it, extremely colourful. In any case, if Natsui-sama heard it, she'd probably faint. Oh my god, what's
This is
that?
the funny part. They didn't remake this for the console, I guess.
But everyone looked like they were having a really good time. Some die-hard fans who had even brought pen lights sang along and danced crazily with the same movements, almost as though it had been planned ahead. Look at her face. It's so
It's
weird
the-
seeing the
The OG.
original graphic. On the stage, Jessica-sama also sang enthusiastically, dripping with sweat. He couldn't find a single element that was appropriate for a daughter of the Ushiromiya family. But it looked like so much fun.
Jessie-sama!
Wait, she's like a cult hero at her school.
Yeah, wow.
Again, today, behind me, the sound of footsteps. Oh,
these
yeah,
are lyrics.
Shiro-sama is stalking me. Oh, these are lyrics?
I guess so.
Again, today, behind me, the sound of footsteps. Oh, Yashirimi-sama is stalking me. Curses, disappearances, sacrifices, torture. Onigekushi, does that make a good snack? Don't say Maria.
Marissa.
Is that a typo?
No, I think this is a reference to Higurashi. Like it's a you get it. Like all of those, like Onikakushi is the first episode of Higurashi.
I see.
Little Easter egg.
That was funny. Is that song on Spotify?
Tsurupettan. Maybe?
I mustn't go along with it, but at any rate, Milady is full of life and looks like she's having a great time. As I watched Milady enjoying herself, I thought, could this be Ushiromiya Jessica's true nature? Don't I know better than anyone that during her life on Rockenjima she's had no choice but to kill her sense of self? So the time she spends not as Milady, successor to the Ushiromiya family, but as a single girl called Jessica, living life to the fullest, must be very important to her. Sui Sweets is Jessica's song.
Yeah, that's they replaced this song in the console port with that one. But this mod just keeps the original if you want it.
I've worked close to Milady, seeing her in all seasons, and thought I knew everything about her. But that was all limited to one side of her, the Milady of Rockenjima. We are furniture. We serve on Rockenjima and end our lives on Rockenjima. So I've come to think of Rockenjima itself as our whole world. As though, like in Ptolemaic theory, the ocean spilled off the end of the world into an abyss. But when I look at Milady like this, I can see how horribly narrow that outlook is. I still can't go along with the excitement of the crowd, but I feel like I can see something that cannot be seen on Rockenjima. I'm not sure if this is the unseeable thing Shannon was talking about, but the ocean still doesn't look blue to me. Well, aren't you just a fucking downer, mate?
Well, he's
Pep
coming
up.
around.
Pep up,
He's
buddy.
coming. He's slowly coming around.
Have a beer, loosen your turtleneck. Give Jessica a kiss on the cheek, mate. Come on. Live a little, buddy. Oh, that was a nice sunset. Well, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. At the end of the conclusion of the Jessica song. That was super cool, seeing Jessica express herself a little bit. That's certainly not been shown yet in the story. Now she's got her dad questioning her, so we'll see how that goes. ISTJ. Oh, is that her personality type?
That's I think that was referring to Kanon and Natsui.
Oh, right. Seeks order, routine, knowledge. They appear cold outside, but they have a heart full of feelings. Is that like how these characters were designed, with that personality framework in mind, or are you just thinking that that best suits them?
I think this is like some external analysis.
Right.
I don't know how much into typology Ryukishi is.
ESTJ is more commanding and hysterical.
Like Enzo.
Do you know what you are, Callum, in that personality test?
Oh, I haven't done it in like half a decade, but if I recall correctly, it was like ISFJ, yes, ISFJ, I think.
What does the S stand for?
Yeah, that's what I can't remember. I know I is intellectual, J is jealous, F is feeling. I remember what the S is.
I thought I was introverted.
Oh, introverted, sorry, yeah, true.
And there's a number of those tests, and they each have different categories.
Oh, this one's the Myers-Briggs one.
Right.
Which is the most popular.
Might have to do personality test on stream one day.
Umineko personality quiz.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been really fun chatting with you guys. It's really fun to connect to other people who have played the game and appreciate it. So thank you very much for tuning in and chatting
Yeah,
with
good to
us.
hang out.
We've got plenty more story to get through, which we'll be doing over the next few months, I imagine, because it's pretty long, isn't it?
Yeah, we've made pretty good progress on episode 2. We might even make it to October 4th next stream. If we're lucky.
Well, guys, we're gonna say goodnight. Or good afternoon, wherever you may be tuning in from.
Or good morning.
Or good morning. Quite right. Good morning in Hawaii, perhaps? Or maybe the west coast of America?
It'd be Europe, that would be morning. Do we have a schedule? It's like this time, basically, but on variable days, just depending on our availability.
Thanks, man. Thank you for that. That's a nice compliment. Yeah, we enjoy playing each other's lovers in game.
We're like housemates in real life.
Yeah, so in terms of the next stream, guys, we're it might be Friday, I think. I think it'll probably be Friday.
I think, is the next time we're both free, yeah.
Yeah. So, oh god, it's a few days away, but
3 days. No, wait, 4 days.
Yeah, it's only Monday.
Yeah, 4 days.
God damn.
Damn.
You know,
Why is it only Monday?
I'm considering not playing soccer on Wednesday because my foot is still really sore.
Oh, yeah.
Are you at
Well, if that's the
home
case.
Wednesday night, Callum?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Ooh, maybe Wednesday night stream, guys. What do you reckon? Yeah, like 8 p.m. AEST Wednesday. and then Friday. So we'll just skip a day each time. Sounds like a plan to me.
Keen.
And guys, we're probably going to do YouTube highlights of each episode. I need to get around to that. Hopefully during the Christmas break from work, I'll have more time for the YouTube editing.
The Discord link has expired.
Discord link. Oh, that's. I'll update that Discord link. That must have been my old. I think I had an old reference to a Discord group in there. Maybe it doesn't exist anymore. Because I used
think I'm
to.
even on your server.
I used to stream like 2 years ago a lot, but then I stopped for a bit. But now I'm back. I shall look into the Discord link. Thanks for reminding me. Alrighty, guys. Much love. Have a great day. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.